seed, 17 seed, theeedave. What are we looking at here, Ethan?
So we're looking at a pair that the last time these guys faced off was back in September in our inaugural season of the Dr. Mario Monthly. In that last matchup, Dimwit took it 2-0. But let's see. Dimwit coming in as the 1 seed, as one would expect. He's one of the best players in terms of the speed play. His bracket play is about a 265. That's the amount of seconds it would take for him to clear a virus on average. theeedave coming in with a 315, so he's looking at about a half-second disadvantage coming into this matchup. He's gonna have a lot of work ahead of him if he wants to be able to steal a win from Dimwit here.
Well, he had to play a pretty rough match. I believe he had to play Don Venure, and that was a 228 to 189, 1036 to 931, and really close game there. So Dave, I think starting to get into that bracket groove. We've seen him pull out some pretty major wins before, and they do so tonight against the current reigning champ.
Yeah, and theeedave is not alien to winning. He did make it to round 2 last month where he fell to DM Hero. Dimwit, of course, our January Speed Monthly champion. So these guys are not like I said, they are not unfamiliar to the concept of victory.
Absolutely. I'm being told I'm quiet. I'm working on that. Give me a second. Is that better?
Scream into the void, my friend.
So let's turn that up a little bit. We sound a little better
there. You go.
All right, there we go. Great. Now you can hear my lovely tired voice. All right. Well, we have everything ready to go here. I think we're just waiting from readies from both of our players. Remember, these are the nice rounds, level 6 to 9. It's best of 3 at this point. You're looking to score a time of, ideally, a good competitive time is going to probably be in about the 6:45 to 7:15 range. That's really what you're shooting for. Anything faster than 6:45 obviously is great. Once you start getting an 8 on your timer, though, as in your minutes column, that's when things start getting a little dicey. But we have seen players win as far as 9 minutes into the run. It really is dependent on RNG and how players handle the rough RNG situations and any sort of garbage they may encounter.
Yeah, RNG is notoriously bad in Dr. Mario, as we are off and running with game number 1. I would have to agree. A 7-minute timer is probably going to be your ideal stepping point here. You want to put up a good time. Yes, 7 minutes is probably what you want to have. You're probably going to want to average about a minute and a half.
theeedave slipping that red blue into row 2 very, very nicely. Nice.
Yeah, those little sneaks are just amazing plays.
Yeah, and he's so good at them. He's a very precision player, knows how to play around his garbage. Right now, Dimwit in a situation where he's got to deal with stuff on either side, and both things are pretty high up. Not a lot of stuff on the bottom of his board to work with.
Yeah, he's got a lot of space down there. He got a nice horizontal clear there in the bottom section. But he's going to have a lot of drop time to think about what he did there.
Both players have 11 viruses to go here on 6. You're looking to get out of 6 at about a minute 15, minute 30. That's ideal. And I think theeedave going to go for that horizontal, putting him at 8. Both players at 8 viruses. theeedave with a slightly better end game board. Dimwit's kind of bundled up there on his left side. He has to open it up. Doesn't quite have access to those viruses on his bottom third. But he's
working on it, though. He's going to clear it out. He's got room.
And he'll be out at 1 minute and 31 seconds.
That's about what you want to have. That's par time.
theeedave started a little behind, but just needs 3 blues because he can sandwich things in. Oh no, that's a big misdrop. He can work around it, but not a situation you want to see yourself in that early on, because that just takes seconds. But a good recovery setup there, and he's out at about a minute 50.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate drop there from theeedave, but he recovered it nicely. Looks like he's already going right for a middle attack here to start level 7.
And Dave 7 is pretty rough. Not a lot of red really to work with. He's going to have to be a bit creative. with his pill placement. And Dimwit's kind of just blocked off. Has a staircase going down. Needs reds. Not really getting a lot.
Yeah, he's got a red-heavy staircase right now. You can kind of see theeedave's going to have to work on a blue staircase in a few moments. But so both of them kind of having to deal with a bit of a dissension issue. A good little tuck there from theedave, and a nice clear going into a combo.
And theedave hanging in there. It's a 3-virus gap right now. And again, you've seen just the level of these players catch up to these top-level players like Dimwit, like Packy, like Floyd, who are hanging with these guys. It's something great to see, and seeing folks, staying within, a few viruses of the champ is always a nice sight to see.
Oh, absolutely, and it's definitely a good morale booster as well. When you know that you're doing well enough that you're going toe-to-toe with the reigning champion, it's definitely a good boost to your psyche there.
At 311, even with that variable typeface, viscerally angering some of our audience, he presses on until level 8. Meanwhile, theedave was struggling a bit there through his endgame on 7, has stuff a bit bunched up. Seems to be working things out. That blue virus on row 1's going to be the problem child, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to do a little tuck game here. I'd like this setup. If he can clear the blue virus up top, he can clear that last blue underneath. But he's getting all reds at this point. RNG not being nice to him.
Oh, this is really brutal. Finally get something to work with. Now
here's an ideal piece. He got across!
Worth the patience there, but now he's down by about 20 viruses here at about the 4-minute mark of this match. 15 viruses to go for Dimwit, 35 for theedave in this first game. Remember, this is a best of 3.
Yeah, look, I think theedave's going to have to start being a little more aggressive here. He's got to pick up the pace. He's probably behind. I want to say he's behind by about 10 seconds.
I would say even more than that right now. He's down by 20 viruses. He might be down by as much as a minute and a half at this point. Really got to start putting the pressure on here, but really got to start getting reds. And RNG just handcuffing him right now.
And that's kind of what's happening to him right now. He's getting some reds right now, but everything's so red heavy on the top of his board. He's got some pieces to open things up a little bit. He's going to get that done. Good little double there.
Meanwhile, Dimwit just waiting on one.
Oh my goodness!
Got a little dangerous.
Got it at 5 minutes flat.
Mark. So he's got to cruise through 9 here. Well, theedave hung up a bit on 18, still just not getting anything in the red department.
Yeah, and all that RNG is just really, really hampering his progress right now. Oh, watch this cross!
Great tuck out right there. Now he's starting to turn on the jets here. Down to 9 viruses, just going on an absolute barrage on these viruses.
Some great drop. Oh, I probably would have tucked that underneath if I saw the double yellow coming in.
This is some beautiful RNG we're seeing, but now it's too much yellow, and we're going to see a double blue at the end of this chain. That is just how the RNG works. Try it out sometime.
Oh, he didn't tuck it. Okay. All right.
Dimwit down to 20 viruses. Really has a lot of yellow on his top line that he needs to manage. Gets rid of that red horizontally in row number 4 and just starting to chew away at stuff here. Playing a little bit, on cruise control, but still trying to get stuff off the board. Dave is out at 6 minutes, and he's got to clear 23 more viruses than Dimwit does.
Yeah, it's going to have to require Dimwit going through a massive, a very massive lull in RNG, but he's got all blues and yellows right now.
He's off to a really fast start here on 9 as well, theedave is, but it's all yellow all the time here for Dimwit, although he's going to make some creative drops, trying to keep that blue useful for some places here.
Sorry, he's going to get just what he needs, and he's done at 6:42.
6:42 for theedave, or rather for Dimwit. And we're just going to watch theedave close this one out here.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to finish this off, unless he decides, that's not right. No,
and
he's not. He's done.
He's thrown in the towel. So 1-0 for Dimwit right now.
I wouldn't blame him.
who has now added a his new pet box to his backdrop. So congratulations on the addition to your family there with the box. The Dave, don't forget to reset your timer. There we go. Beautiful. So 1-0. One more game for Dimwit, and he will go on to the second round, where he will face the winner of. He will face the winner of John Nash versus Dars, which will be our headlining match tomorrow, as we start at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. on the East Coast. We finish off our round 1, 5 round 1 matches, 4 round 2 matches, and then we take a break, come back for semifinal Sunday, and declare ourselves a champion. But right now, we got to declare ourselves who's going to round 2. We have 3, 2, 1, and go from both of our players.
And here we go. Dimwit off the blocks, as is the Dave. Already a very troublesome board for Dimwit. He has no place to put reds at the moment.
John, what's your mindset like being down 0-1?
Oh boy, well, you have to play a little bit more aggressive perhaps, but you don't want to make any mistakes. So it's like a balance between those two things, what you have to do in these situations. Perhaps just keep calm and keep pushing on.
Yeah, it's always just really, really rough emotionally, being down 1-0 there, already knowing you have to win or you're done. That can put a lot of pressure on you. Right now, it is a pretty close game, a slight lead to the Dave, 9-12. He's in the single digits first, and a really, really clean board for both players, but I really, really like Dave's board.
Yeah, Dave's board's really good right now. I'm kind of surprised he didn't try to horizontally clear both those reds at the same time, but that is still working out for him. He's down to 3 right now.
Down to 3. Dimwit down to 7.
The board looks really good. He just needs one more blue.
Dimwit's going to be out Dave's going to be out at 1:16. Dimwit going to be out a few seconds later, but how many? Almost 10 seconds earlier. 1:25. So a quick early lead here for the Dave, the 17 seed.
Yeah, good early lead right now. He's definitely putting the pressure on D-Dave right now, having to deal with a little bit of red garbage. But now keeping his board relatively clean.
And we're seeing the Dave really start to focus on these 0, 1, and 2 drop combos. These things, drop time is a big factor, especially on these earlier levels. You won't see it as much the further through the tournament we get, but when you're doing qualifying, when you're in these earlier levels, drop time can really sink a lot of time off your clock.
It really can. If you it kind of makes you want to consider possibly, kind of maybe starting clearing stuff at the bottom, so that way you don't have to worry. And now that does lead to the possibility of you have to deal with those drops later.
Dave going for something. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. He decided to call it audible. He's going to drop down for that triple. He's going to be even with the champ. But now a lot of stuff on the top of his board he's got to take care of as we hit 2.5 minutes in this second game.
Yeah, he's holding on right now. Got a good tuck underneath there. And now it looks like he's trying to clear some room. Oh, is he going to try for it? He's going to try it. Oh, he didn't get it. Tried to tuck that blue-yellow underneath. Just did not get the pieces in time.
Dimwit going to be out at about a 2:55, so had an absolute beast of a level 7. That was about a 90-second 7.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you're wanting to shoot for. You're kind of looking to see if you can get, like I said, optimally you want to try to go for about, 90 seconds a level. That's about the fastest you can do it.
And 90 seconds on 7 is when you're really trying to shoot for that on 6. Really shows like the level of play you have. Dimwit in a bit of a spot right now at 31 viruses. This might be the opportunity Dave needs to catch up. There's a nice little combo there from Dimwit, though. He's making some real good uses of garbage and cleaning up those boards. And now
he's got all red and all blue up top.
And Dave dealing with yellow and blue. So a bit of a hang up here, but Dave's getting very favorable RNG to get some of this stuff cleared out. Not quite takes the lead, but is very close to the lead here. on the champ, 22-24, as we hit the 4-minute mark.
And he's setting everything. Looks like he's going to set up a nice little big combo there on the right side.
I think he's holding on for a double yellow, maybe. There may be a time where he
there is one. No, he's going to hit it. There it goes.
Gives that subtle little nod that he approves that combo. And it is 16-17 right now, as now it's yellow-red for Dave, and a bit of a hang-up for Dimwit. He has just a small funnel to get things through right now. But a very
tight funnel there, but he's got a good clear there. He's going to clear it a little bit on the left side.
And watch Dave. Dave's gonna drop for that 3 combo. Now he has that other yellow exposed, so he can go for that double whenever he wants to. It's free and clear there.
Yeah, anytime.
And he's gonna, I think, go for the swag, go for an extra one. I think he's gonna set up for a cross here. No, abandons the cross. Okay.
That was the right call. You want to build it up. He's going to have to build it up underneath anyway. Oh, that double red's going to be fantastic for it. Just needs one more.
And 509 and 512. By time, Dave in the lead. He's got to maintain a 3-second margin. He's up by essentially 1 virus right now, John.
Yeah, I mean, this is as close as can be. Dave is making a fantastic game of this set of levels.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Dave really trying to keep up with Dimwit, trying to force a game 3. It's looking like it's a real possibility right now, as it is 32-26. Dave looking to drop a big hero combo here. Manages to clear some garbage, keeping his board clean.
It's looking really good here. It's got nice horizontal clear there from D-Dave. He's got everything set up. He's got things ready for some good clearance, but he's fallen behind considerably. He's already down by about 10 viruses.
But Dimwit's board is really scattered. A good rush here from D-Dave really can put him back in the driver's seat.
And that's starting to happen right now.
As we hit the 6-minute and 20-second mark of this run.
Looking pretty good here from D-Dave. He's starting to mount a little bit of a comeback, but Dimwit's down to 8. He's going to have to deal with a lot of drop time, though.
I like this drop play from D-Dave, and now he's going on a surge. Down to 13
starting to build it up
right
a little bit more.
Dimwit
really got the red blue he needed there.
Dimwit only really needs to make 2 clears right now, and there's one of them. And it looks like it might be a sub 7, and it will be.
And it will.
Dimwit at a 655. Wow. Dave had a rough, very, very hard 9 there, and couldn't quite keep pace. And he will go out 2-0 to the champ, but a hell of an effort, making it close there in that last game.
Absolutely, and he's going to finish it out here. Just needs one more, and he's going to finish at a 7:14.
Which is a great time in and of itself. But
yeah, absolutely. Just unfortunately, Dimwit just had a really good run there.
When it's sub 7, there's not a whole lot you can do.
Nope, unfortunately not. So congratulations for Dimwit. He's going to move on to the second round, take on the winner of John Nash versus Dars. We'll have that on Saturday. And we are going to go on to our next matchup, which is going to be our 4-seed Packy taking on 13